Imagine waking up one day with vivid, detailed memories of a life you never lived. A childhood in a town that doesn't exist on any map. A first love with someone you've never met. A career you never pursued. This isn't the plot of a science fiction movie. It's a real neurological phenomenon known as confabulation. And tonight, we read going deep into the story of one man who swears he remembers a past that never happened. And the most startling part? Science is beginning to say he might not be entirely wrong. What is a memory? Is it a perfect recording of our past? A reliable file we can pull up at will? Or is it something far more fluid, more creative, and sometimes more deceptive? For decades, we believed our memories defined us. They are the building blocks of our identity, the sum of our experiences. But what happens when those building blocks are based on fiction? What if your brain, in an attempt to protect you, invents entire chapters of your life story? We'll introduce you to Michael, a successful architect, a loving husband, and a man who can describe with heartbreaking detail his summers spent at a lakeside cabin with a grandfather who, according to public records, passed away before Michael was even born. He remembers the smell of the pine trees, the feel of the splintered wooden dock beneath his bare feet, the taste of the fresh fish his grandfather supposedly taught him to catch. To him, these aren't just thoughts. They are as real as the floor beneath his feet. His family is bewildered, his doctors are intrigued, and Michael is terrified. Is he losing his mind? Or is something else going on? This is where the science gets truly fascinating. We used to think of confabulation as a simple symptom of brain damage, a glitch in the system caused by injury or illness. But new research is painting a much more complex and, frankly, awe-inspiring picture. Neuroscientists are discovering that our brains are not passive recorders but active storytellers. When faced with gaps in our memory gaps caused by trauma, disease, or even just the natural process of forgetting, the brain doesn't just leave a blank space. It gets creative. It borrows bits and pieces from movies we've seen, books we've read, stories we've heard, and even dreams we've had. It then weaves these fragments together into a coherent, believable narrative. It's not lying, not in the way we typically think of it. It's trying to maintain a continuous sense of self, to build a bridge over the empty chasms of our past. Your brain is trying to protect your identity, even if it has to invent the story to do so. Think about your own earliest memory. How clear is it? Are you sure it's a direct memory? Or is it a memory of your parents telling you the story? A memory of seeing a photograph? Studies show that a surprising amount of what we consider to be our own personal history is actually a reconstruction. We are all, to some extent, confabulators. Our brains are constantly editing, embellishing, and curating our past to fit the person we are today. This isn't a flaw, it's a feature of human consciousness. It's what allows us to learn from mistakes. We only think we made and find meaning in a life story that is part fact, part fiction. So let's go back to Michael. Was his lakeside cabin a complete fabrication? Or was his brain trying to fill a void left by a forgotten childhood trauma? Neurologists working on his case started to explore this possibility. They found that the brain doesn't invent from thin air. The emotions tied to these confabulated memories are often very, very real. The feeling of safety Michael associated with his grandfather, the sense of peace he felt at the lake, these were genuine emotional needs his brain was trying to meet. The narrative was fiction, but the feeling was truth. The brain was creating a safe place in his memory, a sanctuary woven from borrowed threads to shield him from something his conscious mind couldn't face. This journey into the labyrinth of the mind challenges the very core of who we think we are. If our memories can be false, what does that say about our identity? Are we simply the stories we tell ourselves, regardless of their accuracy? The line between memory and imagination is far blurrier than we ever thought. We're not just passive observers of our lives. We are the active authors, constantly revising our own autobiography. This isn't a story about a broken brain. It's a story about the brain's incredible, desperate, and deeply human resilience. It's a psychological thriller where the mystery isn't whodunit, but what truly happened. And the answer might be that ... What we feel happened is more important than what actually did. Through Michael's case and others like it, we see a profound and empathetic truth emerge. The brain isn't trying to deceive us. It's trying to save us. It's patching holes in our timeline to keep our sense of self intact, to ensure we can move forward with a coherent story. Confabulation isn't a sign of madness, but a testament to the mind's powerful survival instinct. It's a ghost story written by our own neurons, a fiction crafted to protect a deeper emotional truth. So the next time you recall a distant memory, ask yourself, are you remembering it, or are you creating it? The answer might surprise you. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the mysteries of the human mind. If you found this as fascinating as we did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that explores the incredible world around and within us. Let us know in the comments what you think is our identity tied to real memories or the stories we need to believe. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.